Hello my fellow freedom builders and welcome back to the channel. It is almost New Year and I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas out there, and I have promised many of you to make a quick update on our stock of the day picks here from December. Now as you might remember, we have made this simple screen in MyStockScanner here, and that is where we have screened for a TPI long-term trend going up, weekly TPI being in accumulation oversold, and then we have looked for some upside from the current price up to the estimates of the analysts, and we have played a bit around with the numbers, as you might remember in the value graph, to make sure that there is some upside, even though if things goes a bit worse than expected. And then we have put some market cap filters on. Now this is for Scandinavia. I have done some picks for Scandinavia and also from the US market. I won't do any picks today. I will just show you all the different stocks that we have looked at, and we'll start with the Scandinavian stocks first. Now I started out with the Scandinavian stocks on the 12th of December with CTT here, meaning that, and the market is still open, I should say, today here, but we started out on the 12th of December here, and let me just pick the mid of the day because no one really knows where we would have gotten in. This was just as a test, and this is around a break even. So that was the first one of the stocks. Then we have the front line. We got into that on the 14th, and that was here, around here. That went up quite a lot and had a very good day here, but then it has turned a bit downwards, and right now it's up 2.5–3% ish, but still a reasonable development. Now remember that these were not meant to be short-term swing trades. They were more meant to be something that could be bought and hold for some months, maybe a year or something like that. And we were trying to find stocks that had some fundamental upside from the earnings and the structure of the business, and then we tried to time them with the TPI. So just looking at 1 to 2 weeks here is not really what we're looking for from this TPI and value, but let's just have a quick look here, and then I can make an update again sometimes in the end of January to see how things have developed. We have the Modern Times Group from Sweden here, and that one was bought at the 18th, so around here, a nice roughly 1%. We have Protector, that is an insurance. That was bought on the 19th here, so that one is in a small loss right now. It has been very nicely up today, but it's being sold out. And then we have Electa, which is from the 20th. So also roughly break even here, maybe a small loss. Then we have on the US stock side, we have the TK Tankers. That was the first video we made, and that was on the 11th here. So that one would have been a very nice winner right now by roughly 8%, 8.5%. Microsoft is from the 12th. So let me see here, the 12th, that is a small winner as well. Then we have a Jabble, and Jabble we bought, let's just see here on the dates, on the 13th, and that was here, which means this is a very good winner. It was up something like 14%, so if you were a swing trader, you could have taken a nice profit here. Right now it is up 6–7% in that area. And the last one here, Chop Limited, was bought on the 19th, and I should say they were not really bought because it was just a paper test portfolio, but right now up roughly 0.5%. A lot depends on the market, of course, but I do suspect that we will get a reasonable good beginning of the year, as I've talked about many times, with the rate cuts that is coming in March or May. I think the first one will be seen in March, but with all the talk about rate cuts, I have a feeling that that could lift the market up. So we could easily see that many of these stocks here in some reasonable positives when we get into the end of January. I might do some more stock of the day videos. Let me know in the comment sections below if you think I should do more of them. And I might do some more, maybe 1 or 2 per week in the new year here. And we will just track them and see what is happening to them over time. But remember, this is not 1 or 2 week swing trades. This is a bit more for the longer term. And I do think that we'll get some maybe some overperformance on these. I did a quick calculation this afternoon when I just summed them up, and overall these are in roughly 2% profit on average per stock. And yeah, I do apologize for the noise in the background, but I got 2 new kittens and they are destroying my office right now. So if you can hear some sound effects in the background, there are 2 kittens destroying everything in my office here. Anyway, 2% up on average for these, 9 stocks is actually quite reasonable. And if we're looking at the overall SPY in the same time period, I suspect it is something a bit like that. Now, I did take the first purchase here back in on the 11th of December, and from then the market is up 2.7%, but many of my trades were taken here in the days from the 14th and onwards. So an average of these days would be something like 1.5–2%. So we are fairly doing like the market over these 2 weeks. I think we will outperform with these calls, but let's see what happens in the new year. I wish you all a very happy new year, and I might make a single video more before New Year's just to recap the year. But if not, then we will talk in the new year. And if you have ideas for videos or feedback for any of the stuff I'm making here, just feel free to write in the comment sections below. I'll also put a link to MyStockScanner if you haven't tested that. And we are coming up with a lot of new features in the new year. So if you're from Denmark, there'll also be an option course in Danish as a beginning, and then in English later on in the year. So there'll also be some for those of you that are interested in options. That's all for now. Take care of yourself and your money out there, and I'll speak to you again shortly. Bye.